Hey, Sienna. Guess what? I've got some good news and some bad news. So which one do you want to hear first?
Oh, hi, Mom. That's a pretty tough decision to make. Can I get the scoop on the good news first?
Smart move, kiddo. All right, here comes the exciting news. Get ready to welcome a little brother into the family. Ta-da!
No way! A little brother? Whoa, talk about a surprise. I didn't see that one coming at all.
Oh, my sweetheart, isn't it just wonderful? I know it truly is. I want to say sorry for not bringing a younger brother into your life sooner. I can imagine how lonely you must have felt all this time, especially after your dear father passed away. I can't help but feel guilty about making you go through all that. It was thoughtless of me not to consider your feelings.
Well, Mom, I wouldn't say I've been feeling lonely. Nonetheless, having another family member sounds pretty awesome. But hold on a sec. What exactly do you mean by that? Are you talking about adopting a boy? Or are you actually expecting one? Please enlighten me on this.
Well, that's a good question, my dear. Of course I'm pregnant with a baby boy. Seriously, why would I even consider adopting some random kid or a stray as my son? That's just not my style. Ew. Adoption is only a great option for those incompetent, barren women. Not for me. I'm fully capable of having my own kids, you know. Your mommy here is like a fertility goddess, and I can have as many kids as I want.
Oh, cool. I'm glad to hear you're pregnant again. By the way, sorry if I'm getting a bit nosy, but you never introduced me to the father of my future half-brother. I mean, if he's gonna be my stepdad, it's kinda important to know who he is, right? Just saying.
Oh, Sienna, you're really showing maturity beyond your years, and I like that. Well, about the father of your soon-to-be half-brother, let me tell you, he's a total jerk. Right after I told him I was pregnant, he upped and left us just like that. And that's the bad news I was going to share with you, my dear. That sorry excuse of a man deserves to rot in hell for what he did to me and my son.
Mom, I'm really sorry that you had to go through all of that. I had no idea about any of it.
You know what's even crazier? When I went to his place, he was long gone. The neighbor said he packed up and moved out without leaving a trace of where he went. Can you believe it? He made it crystal clear that he wants nothing to do with seeing my son's face. Like, he couldn't have been more direct about it. Well, at least he had the decency to agree to send me some monthly child support. If he didn't, let me tell you, I'd march that savage straight to the police. I ain't messing around when it comes to my money.
I can't believe that a person would abandon their child like that. That's plain cruelty.
Hey, it's all right, sweetheart. Sometimes things are just out of our hands, you know. I would never want my dear son to come into this world without a father. But hey, what can we do? We can't always see the dark side of someone, can we? By the way, I think you're still too young to be burdened with all of this. I don't want your innocent mind to get tangled up in adult stuff. After all, you're just 15, barely a teenager. Let's focus on the good things, okay?
You know what? I don't think I'm too young to handle all of that, especially if it's gonna impact my life directly. But of course, it's up to you whether you want to share it with me or not. Just remember, I'm always here to lend a hand if you need anything.
Thanks, Sienna, for always being so considerate and caring. You've seriously been the rock in my life ever since your dad passed away from that awful illness. I know I can always rely on you for support and help, right? You're like my go-to person, and I appreciate you more than you can imagine.
Mom, no need to be all formal and stuff. We're family. And it's just common sense that we're there for each other when we need it. That's what family does, after all. So don't even worry about it. I got your back. Always.
That's perfectly all right, my dear. So here's the deal, Sienna. Now that I'm pregnant, I might not be able to pitch in with the housework as much as before. You know, pregnant women need loads of rest to keep the baby healthy. That's where you come in, my awesome little helper. I need you to take charge of most of the domestic chores. You know, cooking, cleaning, laundry, and all that jazz. What do you think? Are you up for the challenge?
I completely understand, Mom. Now that you're pregnant with my little brother, it makes sense for me to step up and help out more with the housework. Honestly, I've already been taking on a fair share of the chores since Dad isn't around anymore, so taking on a bit more won't be a big deal at all. I'm here to support you and make sure everything runs smoothly. Just let me know what needs to be done, and I'll handle it.
That's my awesome daughter. Sienna, you make me so proud. I've always admired your resourcefulness, smarts, and ability to handle anything that comes your way. You know, all those months I carried you in my belly and all those years I spent raising you weren't wasted at all. You've turned out amazing. By the way, since your sweet mama's in the mood for some snacks, Think you could grab me a bag of potato chips when you come home from school? Some popcorn, chocolate, or yogurt to go along with it would be the cherry on top. I'd really appreciate it.
Alrighty then, I've got your snack requests locked and loaded. A bag of potato chips, popcorn, chocolate, and yogurt. Consider it done. I'll make sure to grab all of those for you.
Awesome, sweetheart. You've got an amazing memory. I'm pretty sure it's all thanks to the awesome genes you got from me, right? By the way, honey, don't forget about the loads of dirty dishes waiting to be cleaned up. Once you get home, make sure you take care of them, okay? Oh, and yeah, the floor is kind of gross as well, so it could definitely use some vacuuming and cleaning. You know how important cleanliness is for pregnant ladies, right? It's always right up there on the priority list.
No worries, I'll totally handle that when I get home. You can count on me.
I'm super proud to have such an awesome daughter like you, Sienna. Seriously, I don't know what I'd do without your help. You make your mommy's life a whole lot better. Like, seriously, you total rock.
Chill, Mom. Helping you out is no problem at all. I'm actually happy to assist you however I can throughout your whole pregnancy. Right now, your main goal is to rest up big time. Maybe do some light exercises? Don't even stress about the stuff around the house. Because I've got it covered, okay? You just focus on taking care of yourself.
Hey, Sienna, where are you? Philip's been crying his little heart out, and I'm at a total loss here. You know how much he's been driving me bonkers lately, so it's crucial that you're home to lend a hand with him. You can't just bail on your sisterly duties like that, seriously. I know you guys are half siblings, but Philip is still part of your family, you know? Taking care of each other is just common sense when it comes to family. You're always telling me that, right? It's hard to believe you'd go back on your own words like this.
Mom, did you totally forget? I'm still at school, so I can't bounce back home just yet. Could you do me a solid and check if Philip's hungry? I've already prepared his food, so you can just pop it in the microwave to warm it up and then feed him.
Ugh, okay, fine. Does it know anything better than eating and crying? Can't believe I'm stuck dealing with this sick kid. I should have been smarter and gotten rid of this little demon when it was just a tiny fetus. What was I even thinking? This child is nothing but a drain on society and our own family, I swear. Gosh, I hope it hurries up and dies. The sooner the better, you know.
Mom, seriously? How could you say that stuff about Philip? He's just a sweet little kid, totally innocent. He doesn't deserve to be talked down like that. Plus, don't you remember something? Your smoking during pregnancy is a big reason why Philip was born underweight and is facing all these health issues. I tried so hard to warn you, did everything I could to get you to quit smoking, but you never took my advice.
How could this ever be my fault? You know damn well how devastated and alone I felt when Philip's deadbeat dad ditched us as soon as he found out I was pregnant, right? I turned to smoking as a messed up way to cope with all that stress. But you don't think I didn't notice how you sneakily chucked my cig packs and even called the CPS on me? You're lucky I didn't go off on you or kick you out of the house for all that.
I get that you were feeling down and all, but I can't wrap my head around how you'd put your own kid in jeopardy just for some temporary relief. You know full well how damaging smoking is. And on top of that, you went out partying with your friends and didn't come back till way past midnight. Honestly, it's a freaking miracle that Philip's still hanging in there, considering all the toxic stuff you exposed him to.
Wait, what did I just hear? Are you seriously giving your own mom a lecture right now? That's just plain outrageous. I always thought you were a good little daughter, but I guess I had it all wrong, didn't I? I honestly never expected you to sass your own mom like that. I'm seriously let down, Sienna.
I wasn't trying to sass you or anything like that. I was simply trying to explain the reasons behind Philip's illness, that's all.
Who do you think you are to pull this off? Do you seriously think you're the boss of this house or something? Or do you think you're superior to your own mom, giving you the right to lecture me? That's just unimaginable. Where did this rebellious attitude even come from? I raised you to be a dutiful and obedient daughter, not some kind of gang member. You better fix that attitude of yours before it gets out of hand, young lady, or else you're going to be grounded. And I'm dead serious, no joking around anymore.
Mom, what are you even talking about? I wasn't trying to lecture you or anything. All I'm saying is that you should step up and take more responsibility in raising Philip. I understand that you're stressed out about Philip's dad bailing on you and Philip's health issues at birth, but you're his mom, and that means you gotta act like one. Right now, I'm the one juggling taking care of Philip and handling all the housework while also going to school. Honestly, it's a whole lot to handle, you know?
Excuse me? Instead of owning up to your mistakes and apologizing, you're hitting me with more of your empty preaching? Seriously, don't you remember something? It was you who made a solid promise to handle all the domestic chores for me, no questions asked. I even have the messages you sent me as proof. Want to see 'em?
I get it. I totally remember that. But now that Philip's already here, wouldn't it be fair if you also rolled up your sleeves and helped me out with the housework? Or at least give Philip more attention when I'm not around? There have been times when I've come back from school and found out you didn't even bother feeding him, even though I had prepared his special food in the fridge. That's not right at all, Mom. Philip's just a little boy. And not just any boy. He's dealing with health issues too. That's why he needs that extra care and attention, especially from you, his own mom.
I've had enough of this. Quit with your pointless lectures already, you spoiled brat, because I couldn't care less about hearing them. You know what? If you're so convinced you can take care of Philip better than anyone else, why don't you drop out of school and handle it yourself? Yeah, that's right. Quit your studies. An insolent little worm like you doesn't need that. What's the point of going to school when all you seem to know is talking back to your poor mom? You're just wasting my money.
Wait, Mom, are you for real? Please tell me you're just joking. You can't seriously be asking me to give up on school, right?
Do you really think I'd waste my precious time joking around with a lowlife like you? No way, Jose. I meant every word. Starting now, you're not allowed to go to school anymore. Just stay home and be my obedient little slave, got it?
Mom, it's just not fair. I'm still a high schooler. I can't just quit school like that. I have my friends and teachers too, you know? What would they think if one day I suddenly stopped showing up at school?
Why should I even care about that, silly? It's your problem, not mine. Figure it out on your own, seriously. Just tell them there are some family issues that are stopping you from going to school. It's as simple as that. Come on, use your brain and don't rely on me for everything like this. Now, my little servant, I'm commanding you to come back home right away and help me take care of this worthless boy, Philip. Remember, you're not allowed to go to school ever again. Got it? What took you so long at the grocery store? Don't tell me you went against my orders and sneaked off to school without my permission. I have something important to announce, so get your ass back home, like, right now. Seriously, I'm not going to say it again.
What's up, Adeline? I'm on my way to get the groceries, just like you told me. Can you please chill and stop making a fuss about everything? I'm trying to get everything done and come home as quickly as possible, so there's no need to keep blowing up my phone.
Going grocery shopping, huh? Are you sure you're not feeding me a bunch of lies about it, you sneaky little wench? Remember, if I ever catch you sneaking off to school again, you'll be in some serious trouble. Got it? Anyway, since today's a special and joyful day, I'll let it slide this time. Besides, you won't even have to worry about cooking dinner because our entire family is going out to a fancy restaurant.
Oh, really? Well, that's out of the ordinary. What made you so happy all of a sudden?
Well, I know it's gonna sound unbelievable, but it's true and it's actually happening. Philip's dad is coming back and he's gonna live with us again. Surprise!
Wait, hold up. Philip's dad is actually coming back to live with us? Are you serious? After all this time of zero contact, he just randomly decided to show up?
I know, right? It's hard to believe, but it's actually great news, isn't it? I haven't really shared much about him before, but now seems like a good time to spill the beans. His name is Robin, and the special thing about him is that he's ridiculously, mind-blowingly, outrageously rich. We're talking serious wealth here. Robin's family owns a company, and they've hooked him up with a key position in the business. Just forget about all the nitty-gritty details. The bottom line is that Robin is coming to our house, and he's going to take good care of us.
I hear you, Adeline, but something doesn't quite add up here. If he's as loaded as you claim, why would he need to move in with us? I mean, our place isn't exactly a mansion or anything, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, come on. Why do you have to be so overly suspicious all the time? Robin just wants to make things right with me and Philip. He genuinely apologized to me, sincerely hoping I would forgive him for what he did in the past. I could tell from his expressions and his voice that he truly means it.
If he really wants to make amends with you and Philip, wouldn't it make sense for him to offer a better place where all three of you can live together? I mean, it's kind of weird that he would want to move into our old small house. It just doesn't add up. I think you should ask Robin directly and find out if there's some other motive behind his actions.
Hey, stop questioning my future hubby, okay? He's totally gonna marry me soon and be the best husband and dad to Philip. He said it straight from his heart, no doubt about it. I see. You're scheming to break up my family, aren't you? I bet you're trying to make me doubt Robin and mess up our relationship. Well, sorry to burst your bubble, but that's never gonna happen, you filthy wench. I have trust in Robin. He's here to make things right and make up for his past slip-ups. So back off, you meanie.
What's with the hurtful words and baseless accusations? I was just saying that simply out of my concern for you. I remember you telling me how much you disliked Robin. So, I'm just saying, maybe you should be a little more cautious, that's all.
Out of your concern for me? Don't make me laugh. Just admit it. You stopped considering me your mother a long time ago. You hardly even call me mom these days, and your attitude towards me is always rebellious and disrespectful. Honestly, in my eyes, you're just an insolent little worm I wouldn't mind stepping all over. You know what? Since you're so hung up on our small old house, why don't you do us all a favor and move out? That way, there'll be more space for my future husband, Robin.
Huh? What do you mean by that? You're telling me to move out of the house?
Ugh, you're seriously beyond dumb. It's mind-boggling. Fine, I'll spell it out for you. I'm kicking your sorry butt out of this house and cutting all ties with you. The whole mother-daughter thing? Yeah, that's over. You've been nothing more than a lousy servant in this household. But guess what? Since Robin's moving in with me and Philip, I can use his dough to hire as many housekeepers as I want. You catch my drift? So it means you're completely useless and not wanted to hear anymore. So scram!
I can't even believe you would do this to me. First, you treat me like some kind of servant, and now you're actually throwing me out of the house? Is there any end to your cruelty? Seriously, how much worse can you possibly get?
Oh, go ahead. Keep throwing those insults my way, my dear clueless daughter. You're just giving me some entertainment. That's all.
If you're actually kicking me out of the house, where am I supposed to live from now on? You can't possibly do this to me.
Well, it serves you right. That's what happens when you act like a spoiled brat to your own mom. I was actually going to let you stick around for one last dinner with me, Robin, and Philip as a farewell, but it looks like you're not even worthy of that. Just accept your fate and get the hell out of my house.
Fine. If that's truly what you want, I'll gather my stuff and get out of this house. But seriously, are you absolutely sure you can handle taking care of Philip all by yourself?
What do you mean? Of course I can handle taking care of Philip. He's my son, for crying out loud. And it seems like that worthless kid can be a source of entertainment for Robin. Anyways, I'm glad you're finally seeing things straight and agreeing to leave the house. It's about time. No worries. I'll make sure to send you some postcards of our happy family every now and then, just so you can keep up with all the fun you're missing out on.
I couldn't care less about you or your boyfriend. I need you to keep me updated on Philip. I want to make sure my little bro is doing okay. All right?
Ugh, what kind of messed up daughter doesn't give a damn about her own mom? You're seriously out of your mind. Just get your ass back here, grab all your junk, and get out. I don't want to see your stuff cluttering in my house for another minute. Hey there, Sienna. How's it going? Have you managed to find a new place to crash? I seriously hope you're not stuck living in some dumpster or sleeping on a park bench. That'd be beyond gross. Honestly.
Seriously, Adeline, why do you even care? Can't you just mind your own business? It's not like you've shown any genuine concern for me before. I can handle my own affairs just fine, thank you very much.
Hey, what's with the attitude, young lady? I'm your mom. Can't a mom check in on her daughter? Oh, by the way, how's your face doing? Sorry about accidentally tripping you from behind yesterday. It was a total klutz move on my part. Looks like you took a major tumble and landed flat on your face because of that kick. My bad.
You're absolutely insane, Adeline! Why on earth did you do that to me? I was in the middle of packing my stuff, getting ready to leave the house, and out of nowhere, you came up and kicked me from behind, causing me to fall flat on the ground. What was that even supposed to mean? My forehead is still all swollen up because of your ridiculous stunt.
Oh, I'm really sorry. Did it hurt a lot, sweetie? Like I said, it was all because of my clumsiness. I swear I didn't mean to do it at all. Blame it on my misbehaving leg. Do you know what? I should have kicked you out of this place ages ago. It's so much more peaceful without you around, constantly nagging and telling me what to do. Now I can go out and party to my heart's content. Woo woo! And you know what? Robin loves to party too. We're both big party animals, you know. In fact, our very first date was at a nightclub. Can you believe it?
Wait, what? You promised me you would take care of Philip, and now you're saying you're gonna party like there's no tomorrow. Seriously?
Ugh, give me a break. Who said I'm not gonna take care of that useless creature? Relax. I'll just hire some housekeepers or something to keep an eye on it, alright? No need to stress. Sometimes I seriously question if I'm your mom or if you're mine. Seriously, what's up with your attitude? Anyway, let's forget about the past and focus on the future. Robin's gonna move in soon and we're gonna be just as happy as we used to be. I'm super psyched about it.
Yeah. Keep on dreaming, Adeline. But I'm telling you right now, there's no way I'm gonna let you have things your way. So forget about it.
What did you just say? Are you seriously trying to threaten me? Oh wow, I'm really trembling in fear here. Shaking in my boots, you know? Ugh, give me a break. What can a clueless 17-year-old like you possibly do to me? Nothing, that's what.
Well, guess what? Just so you know, my birthday's coming up in a few days, and I'll be turning 18. So yeah, I'm growing up, whether you like it or not. Oh, and here's some more bad news for you. It's not just me who's leaving this place. You're gonna have to pack up and move out too, sooner than you think. That's why I suggest you give your boyfriend a heads up and tell him not to bother moving in. Save him the trouble, you know?
What in the world are you blabbering about? Why the heck would I need to move out? This place is my house, you know.
Oh, really? Don't you remember what Dad's will says? Once either one of us moves out of this house, it's gonna be put up for sale, and then we'll split the proceeds. Ring any bells?
Wait, what? How do you know about that? How do you know anything about my husband's will? That's impossible.
I knew it! You've been intentionally hiding it from me, trying to snatch the entire inheritance that Dad left behind for yourself. That's why I took matters into my own hands and did some digging. I managed to contact the attorney who helped Dad write his will. And guess what? He told me everything and explained how the will actually works. So don't think you can keep me in the dark anymore.
What? No way, that's impossible. How dare you go behind my back and do something like that, you sneaky rat? You have no right to pull a move like that. It's completely off limits.
Why do you think I'm not allowed to do that? Oh, and here's an interesting fact. The will actually states that if you kick me out of the house before I turn 18, against my will, your share of Dad's inheritance will take a major hit. In fact, you only get a measly 1/10 of what you were supposed to receive. So, thanks a lot for evicting me right before I hit that magical adult age. I've always known you were such a considerate and thoughtful mother.
Wait, what? How could I forget something so crucial? You know what, sweetheart? Scratch that. You're more than welcome to stay in my house until you reach 18. I mean, seriously, what's the hurry? I know you haven't found a decent place to stay, right?
No chance. Here's something you don't know. I never dropped out of school, and I've been hustling with a couple of part-time jobs to save up some cash. With the money I've managed to save until now, I'm totally capable of renting my own apartment. Yep, you heard it right. And by the way, our old house will be sold soon, and guess who's going to be receiving most of the proceeds? That's right, it's going to be me.
What house? No way. I'm not gonna let you sell the house. It's mine and mine only. Nobody can lay a finger on it. That place is meant for me and Robin to live in.
It looks like you're still living in a dream world, huh? Let me break it to you. Robin, your boyfriend, is completely broke now. He got kicked out of his parents' company because he was slacking off at work, and now he's got nothing going for him. That's precisely why he had to move into our house in the first place, can't you see? He literally had nowhere else to go. So if you're hoping to mooch off his money like you used to, well, I hate to rain on your parade, but you won't be getting a single penny from that man.
What? Are you kidding me? Is this some sort of twisted joke? Stop trying to mess with me. I'm not buying it, and I absolutely refuse to believe any of this.
I see right through your plan, Adeline. You only kept Philip around because you wanted to milk child support out of Robin, didn't you? What a low and despicable move. I can't believe you'd stoop so low as to use your own child as a tool to get money. Well, guess what? Now that Robin is flat broke, it's gonna be him who comes asking for money from you, not the other way around. How the tables have turned, huh?
No way. This can't be freaking happening to me. I'm not gonna accept this. It should be me who gets to inherit the house and everything my husband left behind. You're nothing, just my lowly servant. I won't let myself be fooled by a scoundrel like you. Give me back everything. Give me back every single thing I rightfully deserve.
Well, like I said, you'll be getting a generous 1/10 of Dad's inheritance. That's something to hold on to, right? Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got my hands full organizing my stuff in this new apartment, so I'll catch up with you later. Oh, and by the way, I suggest you start looking for a new place to stay, since our old house will be sold soon. Hopefully, your new digs won't be a dumpster or a park bench. Enjoy your oh-so-miserable life, Adeline. The whole inheritance distribution went surprisingly smoothly, and Adeline ended up with exactly what the will specified, a mere 1/10 of Dad's inheritance. But guess what happened next? She and her boyfriend Robin blew through all the money on pointless parties, and before they knew it, they were flat broke. After that disastrous turn of events, Adeline and Robin had the audacity to reach out to me, begging for money and a place to crash. Of course, I held my ground and firmly said no. I'm determined to completely cut off their toxic presence from my life. Now, Philip is under my custody, and thanks to the substantial sum I received from Dad's inheritance, I'm more than capable of giving him a wonderful life. It's truly rewarding to witness his health improving day by day. Philip is the only family I have left, and I'm committed to standing by his side no matter what comes our way.